Christian Eriksen to Manchester United makes perfect sense. There are 3 Premier League clubs who are interested in the Danish maestro: Brentford, Spurs, and Manchester United. And I truly believe that Manchester United has the edge over the other London-based clubs. Now, Brentford, of course, I respect them as a club. Thomas Frank has done an amazing job, a Moneyball club, but they are not a big club. They do not have the pull of Manchester United or Spurs. But I think that what gives Manchester United the edge over Spurs is the fact that Christian Eriksen already worked under Antonio Conte at Inter Milan, and he had a very bad time, to say the least. I mean, he didn't really fit Antonio Conte's system. He didn't fit his vision of how football should be played. But what gives Manchester United the advantage is, of course, Erik Ten Hag, because back in January, when Christian Eriksen was recovering from his cardiac episode, he actually was training with the Ajax team. So he knows exactly how Erik Ten Hag works, and Erik Ten Hag knows exactly what Eriksen can bring. So there is a lot of mutual respect and appreciation between both of them, okay? And also, Christian Eriksen is an Ajax graduate, so that means he's much more in tune with Erik Ten Hag's way of playing football than with Antonio Conte. And so Manchester United have made a move. They have been in talks with Christian Eriksen and his representatives, and they have handed him an offer 2 days ago. Now, let me just tell you something. Usually clubs don't hand in a contract to a player when they are unsure what that player actually wants, because no club wants to look like idiots, right? They don't want to hand in a contract and then only be rejected by the player. The way it works is that they actually talk to the player and his representatives extensively, see what the player wants, whether they want to come or not, what are their expectations, etc. And once you know all of that, you actually draft a contract, hand it to the player's representatives. The lawyers look at it, the agents look at it, maybe they make a few tweaks here and there. But overall, when a contract offer is made, that means that 85 or 90% that player is already agreeing and ready to actually come to the club that is offering the contract. So Christian Eriksen to Manchester United is already at a pretty advanced stage, and I would be surprised again if Christian Eriksen doesn't end up at Manchester United, and what a wonderful sign-in he would be. What would he bring to Manchester United? Well, 2 words: key passes. Key passes show you how creative a player is. Last season, even though we finished 6th, and only we did that because West Ham were unable to beat Brighton in the final day of the season, Bruno Fernandes was top of the key passes charts in the league. In fact, he ended the season in the 2nd position, equal with De Bruyne, with 88 key passes, and just 1 key pass less than Trent Alexander-Arnold. Both of whom play for Manchester City and Liverpool, 2 teams that dominate most games, right? So it shows you that Bruno Fernandes is highly creative, but it's just him, because behind him, we have to go down to 44 key passes. That's where Sancho and Luke Shaw are. So that means that there is a huge divide, a huge space between our main creator and our 2nd and 3rd placed creator. That's where Christian Eriksen comes in, because during his 2nd half of the season with Brentford, he was averaging 2.4 key passes per 90. Those numbers are similar to those of Bruno Fernandes, which means that he is a top chance creator. Now, what that means is that he could act as cover for Bruno Fernandes in order to give rest to the Portuguese. But what I also suspect is that one of the reasons why Manchester United are currently not interested in a centre forward is because Erik Ten Hag might want to explore playing Bruno Fernandes as a false 9, just like he did with Dusan Tadic at Ajax at Manchester United. And I think that's a brilliant idea, because I think that Bruno Fernandes is really a goal-scoring threat, and I think that he suits that false 9 role a little more than he does in a deeper midfield position, because he's a risk taker, as we've seen against Crystal Palace, and that beautiful assist to Wilfried Zaha, right? So I think that Erik Ten Hag is thinking about using Christian Eriksen a little deeper in Manchester United's midfield, while playing Bruno Fernandes in some games at least as a false 9. And I think that that's a very intriguing and interesting configuration. So I'm really interested to see whether this transfer goes through. I would be really excited if it does. I think a midfield of Christian Eriksen, Frankie de Jong, and Donny van de Beek is an amazing Ajax midfield in the heart of Manchester United. So let's see how this goes on. What do you think about this? Please leave a comment in the comment section below, and cheers.